Guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Real quickly, just want to say thank you to the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to anybody who comes in to watch my knife, my EDC content. I appreciate it. If this is your first time in, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. It would really help me out. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks for me and EDC fixed blades, right? So I love an EDC fixed blade. I'm that guy who always carries an EDC fixed blade, and I used to not always carry an EDC fixed blade. As a matter of fact, I used to have no interest in fixed blades. Well, this month started out with the Jack Wolf Midnight Fixed EDC. And I thought I'd come across the perfect knife. Still, it's a fantastic knife. Maybe the perfect knife. Then I started to talking to Big Idea Designs. And I realized they're up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is just 45 minutes away from where I live. And they not only released this knife, which we're going to talk about today, which is amazing, and I'm going to tell you why in every way. And what they're doing with this knife, they just released 40 of these made in Chattanooga, and I'll tell you the price of those. These are designed by their CAD and another engineer at Big Idea Design, because they make a lot of products up there. They make different tools. I've got the bit bar. They do all kinds of different things that are just very ingenious, EDC oriented. And this particular knife is no different. And the fact that they also use their facility, and they're starting out with small batches of 40, and they'll ramp that up. But you will be able to get this knife if you don't want the, this is a great knife, the imported version that was designed here with grade 5 titanium and M390 blade steel. You'd rather have Magna Cut. Sit tight, that'll be available. I'll show you where you can go to their website and sign up to do that. But anyways, talking about this knife. A couple of things that first out of the box, y'all saw me do the unboxing on it. If you did, great. If you didn't, that's okay too. But the thing that I pointed out right off the bat was the way that this clip is set up. Big Idea Design Company, being a designer, a builder, they built a clip. First of all, they sent the knife with two sheaths, with a piece of foam in between the sheaths so that they wouldn't ding. So that inside the box you had a right-handed sheath and a left-handed sheath. So if I took the clip off, I could use an ulti-clip with some small fasteners. I could use a couple of small straps. And I thought I might do that. But then I realized, because I did take the clip off, T8s is all you need. I realized that this clip is designed specifically for not only this knife, but specifically for what I would consider the perfect pocket dropper sheath for an EDC fixed blade. This wins the prize, guys. This is design elegance that follows functionality, i.e. the knife locks up like a beast. The clip gives me another inch of clearance in my pocket. I've only got that much handle as opposed to my ulti clip, or if my ulti clip was on here, so you're burying a lot of handle, and it's very comfortable because what it is, I carry this could be a primary fixed blade, but this is what I call, and I want to talk about this too in some detail, but the size of this knife. Perfect for me. Again, I can only talk about how it fits my hand, and I'm going to show you another knife the next couple of days. It's also a great EDC fixed blade that I'm falling in love with. But right now, guys, this Lookout by Big Idea Design Company, and Lookout Mountain is in Tennessee. I grew up there fishing, camping, fucking around. So the name of the knife, Lookout, means a lot to me. The fact that they're in Chattanooga, and that's where they're building their USA made ones, and that's where they design and ship these from. I'm a huge Big Idea Design fan. I've got a couple of their products. I've got the let's see, where do I? Oh, here it is. I need to get some more. They were nice enough to send me the Lookout to check out, because I actually reached out and I said I want to check it out, because I am more and more falling down a fixed blade rabbit hole. And there have been some folders that have really kind of piqued my interest some, but really the fixed blade knives have been doing it for me. This is a Big Idea design bar I picked up at Amazon, but this is the type of design language they have. I think this thing is ingenious. This video is not about this thing, but you've got two places to place this bit driver, or you can simply just do it like a screwdriver. I've got it set up with Torx bits, and I've got 3 Torx bits in here. I think I need this Torx bit. It's got a detent on both sides, a detent ball. Then I could pop off my scales. I've got a T20. I wasn't going to do this, but why not go full ham see, this is where we put it like this. Push down. I always like to push down. Now pop it back in where I can spin it. Probably be holding this other side. Very nice fasteners. The way this was done, look at that. I mean, that's what I call precision construction. I figured we had some weight relief here, only because it feels so balanced in hand. That's something I want to show you guys in a second. So we've got a chunk of M390, a couple of titanium scales that, if I'm not mistaken, there are, or will be, I know on the American version, they put some other scale patterns up. I can't remember if they were bronze. This is just Wicked Wax. This is the kind of a blade conditioner I use if my knife's going to get boogered up. Not that this knife's going to get boogered up, but I do like to put it behind my scales if I take my scales off, and I'm not going to leave it globbed on here like this, but what I will do is I'll cover all the metal with this Wicked Wax. All this except for this on the side is going to be covered up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that sit there for 1 second. I'm going to get a rag and I'm going to clean out those scales, because I don't know if that's just moisture in those scales. But I don't like moisture. I like oil. Oil's fun. It's probably oil. Do this. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Take that. And then we will buff off. I want to leave just a little bit of coating because it kind of stays on top of that metal, bonds with that metal. This stuff comes from Dupree Ford, Fred Dupree, called Wicked Wax. They also have Wicked Clean. I'll put a link in the description. I'm a big supporter of their product, and he's also a big supporter of the channel. He sent some of these small cans that we gave away for giveaways, and y'all know me, I had to keep a tin here for the channel because I'm taking shit apart quite often. So let's do this. All right. I love when I come into contact with some well-designed, well-built, well-machined screws. It makes all the difference in the world, guys. I'm here to tell you that we're not going to, let's use our T15 first. Don't want to go too tight right off the bat. Get my T, was it T10 or T8? I think it's T10. I'm talking to myself, guys, and I do apologize. But this is the Big Idea Company Lookout. I don't want to spoil it because I want y'all to stick around while I cut with it and give you all my thoughts. I'm going to give it a little just cinch it down a little bit. We're in good. All right, so now back to the lesson at hand, and we're talking about the Big Idea Company Lookout. And this is the, like I said, imported Lookout. You'll notice here on the tang you've got M390 blade steel. I want to say it's heat treated at 6162. Where this knife shines, and I plan to have a lanyard on it by now, but I've not gotten by to where I saw any paracord that I actually liked or any leather. This knife, for my hand, is the perfect size, absolutely perfect for an EDC fixed blade. This knife has been in my back pocket at least 5-6 hours every day. I've not carried it in my right pocket as a primary carry yet because I haven't had to. It works kind of on that smaller size for me. However, I do use it much more than my folder because it's just that much more accessible. So this is a mini bug out. And then we got a Sharpie. So what I love about this, I've tried to hold off on this because we could be stuck here for a while. This is a therapeutic slicer, guys. Super thin. I'll get you some dimensions here in a second. I've cut cardboard with this. We'll cut some cardboard here in a second. I've got to make sure I don't get in that sharpening choil, which is very generous, which works out very well. What I like about this knife too is it's got a very acute clip point. Some people call that a drop point. Might be a drop point more than a clip point. It's got a very sharp point. Splinter digger depending on the size of your splinter. But definitely a therapeutic cutter, guys. And I do apologize. But something about finding the right blade geometry, the right grind, and having it go through paper, for me, is kind of therapeutic. So that's kind of something that y'all have to pay with your time and your frustration watching my videos. Hopefully you didn't drop out. But this guy is perfect, near I say. It is, if I could get it because it's not 100% flat. It balances right where I want it to in my hand. It's got this really nice jimping, and you've got this forward jump. Look at the sharpening choil. See how far back that plunge grind comes. It's got plenty of room to sharpen. Got this nice stone-washed M390 blade. You've got this, I think this is a T15 or a T20 that we just undid that allows you to run a lanyard or leather through that in case you want to have it as a small little dangler, which I think would be very, very handy. And guys, this thing is very Slurpee saver minded. I mean, this knife could, even though it's thin, I guarantee you I could stab it through the top of that wicked wax. Not going to, not in my knife, but I could do it. So let's look at this. against, and keep in mind, you've got the clip, locks in tight, and lets you carry the knife deeply. In my back pocket, that's all that sticks out. That to me is one of the most revolutionary things I've seen in short fixed blades lately. And for you lefties, there's some lefty love in there. You just switch out the clip, you got a lefty clip. So a lot of the knives that I currently carry as my mid-size, I'm not talking about a chickadee, but I ought to grab a chickadee just to show you how small this lookout really is. Now, we all know the chickadee is a 5-inch knife. It's going to be much smaller, but it is on the small side of what I will carry. You can see there, though, the blade is about the same size. I've only got a 3-finger grip on the chickadee. So it's bigger than the chickadee, but not by a ton. The AK-1 by Boker is going to be a larger knife. The Griffin 2.5 is going to come in at a larger knife by about a 1/2 inch, which again is getting back to my point on why I think the Lookout is the perfect EDC fixed blade knife for me, just because I've been carrying it. It's going to come in about 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch longer than the Apprentice, which is a fantastic little slicer. But look at the blade differences that you've got there. I think this knife's more of a worker's knife, where this is more of a finesse cutter. Love this knife. Love all these knives I'm showing you guys. I'm just kind of showing you how they compare. So we'll pull up an Old Faithful that everybody kind of knows about, and this is the Guardian 3. Going to be a good bit smaller, about a 1/2 inch than the Guardian 3. Much thinner package, which makes it a delight to carry. Let me see if I've got any cardboard right here. I had a box I started breaking down. Let's find the rest of that box. That's what I'm actually trying to break down without doxing myself. I love the tip. Thumb fits right there. I mean, it is an absolute laser beam. Go through that double wall like nobody's problem. Go through that single wall very easily. The tip is a pointy scorer, or heaven forbid, a Slurpee saver. So show you the edge retention that I've noticed, because I've cut a lot of cardboard with this, and I've cleaned it with my Wicked Wax, or not Wicked Wax, but Wicked Clean blade cleaner, because I've gotten so much tape residue on it. I'm not going to do that for y'all now, even though y'all know I'm OCD and are probably betting amongst yourselves that I will do it, because I've got tape residue hitting my the blade's still laser sharp. It's just that tape buildup that you can feel with your fingers that I promised you I wouldn't put any Wicked Clean on. Let's see if I can just rub it off. It's not going to want to, yeah, it did. So here, I'll be able to. So see, I didn't lie. I didn't put Wicked Clean on it, but I got the main bulk of it off. It's got so much bite. Just a great EDC knife. I can tell you right now that this knife, and the fact that there's going to be a USA version of this knife, let me go ahead and kind of get to the, I will leave an affiliate link for this knife if you want to use it in my description. This knife is $200. 200 with grade 5 titanium, M390, 2 Kydex clips, or two Kydex sheaths, titanium, big idea clip, very nice presentation box. Or you can wait for an American because the first 40 sold out. You can get on their email list. You can follow that same link and navigate to their Americans. And a USA made one of these in MagnaCut is $300, which I still think is a great price. So you can buy an M390 for $200 even, or you can buy, when it's available again, the next American drop at $300. Let's do a couple of quick measurements of this guy. 6 inches. That's the perfect size for me. It's right over 6 inches. For some of you guys, it might be too small. I've got one that I'll bring out to show you guys tomorrow or the next day. The inside dimension is 3 1/8. To the back here, you're at 3 1/2, and that's this measurement from right up here to right here is 3 1/8. That's where my hand just fits perfectly. I don't even have to come back, which I could with my pinky. I wouldn't lose anything in grip ergonomics and comfort. Guys, there's no clip, of course, on here because it's a fixed blade. I can spine whack it if I want to go spastic on spine whacking, but this is a great knife. It's very, very thin, which is to me perfect because this is a small enough carry in my back pocket. I'm an urban city guy, so for me, I won't be feather sticking this through wood, probably. 0.1250 thickness on the blade stock. I think our handles are going to come in not much thicker. 0.3745, so well under a 1/2 inch package, which again, guys, the comfort that this little knife, let's see if I can put it up next to the mini bug out. If y'all have a mini bug out and then you look at the clean lines of the lookout, and then of course it's solid, smooth, blasted titanium, no hard edges anywhere, feels like an absolute champ. What I did want to check is, and I'll get it wrong, you saw how it cut. .0135. And I don't know what those behind the edge measurements mean, and I know I need to get it in about 3 places, but I still don't know if I need to get it at the top of this bevel or if I need to do it where it hooks on this bevel at the lowest area. But just to make sure that we are giving it its due, I'm happy to cut another piece of paper with it because it is that therapeutically slicey. And it's a short bladed knife. Did I get y'all a blade dimension? I know we measured the knife, and I thought we did. I got to weigh it for you too. This is me pulling out of the cut. It just separates the paper. I mean, it would separate a sandwich. I think it would work good in wood, rope, soft material, you name it. I mean, that's just, to me, for a EDC fixed blade, again, just for me, I think it's kind of fits the bill. It is, I think it's just perfect. I think the sizing's perfect. What did we say? Did you say it was a 3-inch blade? I don't think I got you that. Right over 2 1/2 inch blade with a 2 1/4 inch cutting area. So 2 1/4 inch cutting areas versus, I'm probably going to 3 here. 2 3/4 on the Benchmade Baby Bug Out. M390 here, or MagnaCut if you wait and get the USA made version. It'll also come with 2 sheaths. See, the sheaths both fit the same. The only difference is when you mount your clip here, you've got this set up for left-hand carry. Inside your pocket, that's the way it's set up to be carried, is inside your pocket. If I was going to carry it beside my primary, you can't see it right now, but it's right here and it sticks up. Today's a weird primary carry. Can y'all name that? Maybe? I don't carry it often. But anywho, Let's get a quick weight. We'll get it weighed in its kind of pack weight, which I do not notice it when it's in my pocket, just so you know. There's Giovanna's knife flicks. 3.5 ounces. That is light, guys. For a titanium M390, 6 1/8 inch knife. Is that what we decided it was? Let's weigh it. Whoops, I put the scale back too quick. Damn it. Yeah, 2.8. 2.8 for the knife. The knife is very light, and that's something that, when I say very light, I've felt much, much lighter, but for me it feels like a very substantial tool. So I love, when I say light, it's the perfect lightness. The titanium is spot on. I love the feel. I love the fact that you've got that weight relief. I love the fact that you've got a really thin, flat ground blade that's done very well with a plunge grind that makes it easy to sharpen, a tip that's easy to work with, and a sheath that doesn't discriminate whether you're right or left-handed. Guys, I really want to say I want to thank Big Idea Design Company for sending this to let me check it out. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Guys, fantastic knife. I've got a couple more I'm going to bring you this week. If I was doing a top 5 right now, I know that the Midnight Fix EDC was right up there for me. This knife has been living with me a little longer. You know, I don't know if this for $200 versus that for $248. I can't say that this isn't the knife. This is a great knife if you're looking for a smaller knife. If you're looking for a larger knife, I've got some of those coming your way too soon. But most important thing is a knife that you're going to use, that's going to fit you, that you're going to enjoy. And I can assure you, if you like fixed blades, if you like littler guys, but if you've got, I've got a bigger hand, but I don't have sausage fingers. But even if you've got sausage fingers, this is going to be a knife that you'll find you will be using to open packages, to pull out when you're cutting rope, cutting cord. Just a great camping, hiking, fishing, walking around the city knife, urban knife. I love it. It's a huge win. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll put an affiliate link in the description. You can go check it out. You can navigate from that link and you can see the USA version that they made. There's a little video showing them making that up there. And most importantly, I ask, always, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Always choose debate, not hate. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button. I just threw that in there. Guys, I love you all. Peace.